Hi, this is Mr. Capert. In this video, I'm going to show you how to model the battery for the drone. Now, you want to go to New Design. I've already done that and create a new file. You want to do a sketch, choose a plane. I'm going to start with the very bottom, the longest part of the battery. Now remember, you always want to have a sketch of this before you go to model it. So you're going to create a rectangle, hit R or choose the rectangle up here. Now it's up to you guys to get all the measurements here. And one thing I did is I wanted to switch this to millimeters and forgot to. Let's use millimeters for this project. All right, so you're going to do a rectangle. You can use R as a shortcut button. I'm not going to give you the correct dimensions on anything here. This is up to you guys to use a ruler and calipers. I'm just going to show you the process. So you want to make your rectangle. Make sure you do the right dimensions. So enter the right dimension into there. Hit D. Enter the right dimension. Enter. Now you're going to want to stop the sketch and extrude this. So I hit stop sketch. I use E as the shortcut for extrude. So if you just click on E, and then I'm going to extrude this by whatever. You guys got to figure out how long it is. Boom, and I hit enter. Now there is another, I would say, two rectangles here. You want to do another sketch. You want to sketch on this part of the battery and then use L for line. And I am over exaggerating this part for sure. It's got this black part that has these really thin little pieces that come out. So one way of modeling something is you go and you put the dimensions after you get the rough form done, rather than as you go around. So you could do it this way. Now remember, if you did it like I did, you got to go back, D for dimension, and get all of these dimensions correct. You need to tie down everything, all these points. All right. You need to have the width of these, for instance. You need to have how far away this starts. You need to know the distance between the two, and so on and so forth. So make sure you get that right. Then you're going to stop the sketch. Once you have all the dimensions, hit E for extrude, and then extrude it by the correct amount. That's up to you guys to measure. Now look at that, it's very exaggerated, but it gives you the process here. I should have chose the middle at the same time there too. Hit enter. And then what you're going to want to do is this last little, there's like a little white part that connects to the wire to the flight controller. So you want to do one more sketch. R for rectangle, and this is basically just a rectangle. Stop the sketch, hit E for extrude, and then extrude it by the correct amount. I'm going to want you guys to go and then color this in. You can hit A for appearance, or you can go under modify. See, this is how you know the shortcuts. Appearance is A. Actually, this silver probably would work. All right, kind of up to you how realistic you want to get. But then when you go to do, I almost always use these paints. I always have the hardest time finding it for some reason. I don't know. For some reason, I always think the metallic ones look better. Now what I would do is change this to faces. Otherwise, you're going to color in the whole thing. So go around and color in all of this. All of that's black. All right, the whole thing, spin it around. And then white. Let's see if this looks white at all. Yeah, I know it says silver. That'll pretty much do the trick. I'll leave it up to you guys to get this closer. I don't have all data like this, but maybe that white. And then, I don't know, try to find a better silver for that, but that'll work. So I gave you the rough process. It's up to you guys to get the details, like the dimensions correct, which is really important. I'm going to have you assemble this at the end. Hope that helped. Let me know if you have any questions.